So there's a lot of people that are wondering, why are so many black future NFL players getting with white girls, right? Every year during the NFL draft, you always see a black athlete side by side with a white chick. People always think, oh man, he's sold out. How come he ain't with no black girl? How come every time a young athlete gets money, he always got to go to a white girl? No, it's more complicated than that. Here's the truth behind why these white girls are constantly taking these black NFL players and the ones in college. Here's why. Let's be honest. White girls are basically NFL scouts. Let's just be real. They are fans of football. Let's not gloss over that. White girls, they love football. They are die-hard football fans, which means they know who's good. They know who's going to the league, okay? Especially in college. White girls in college are rabid football fans. They know who's talented, who ain't talented. They know who are the real stars who are going to the NFL. That's why they snatch them up before the black girls. White girls, they do their due diligence. When it comes to every player on the football team, they do their due diligence. They don't give it no scrubs. That's why you were always seeing these top players in the NFL draft side by side with a white girl. Because these white girls, they latched on to them during their freshman year. Like they saw potential in these guys because they did their history checking. They did background checks. They are football fans. They search the internet over these guys. They know they are good. See, black girls, they don't do that. Look, the majority of black women don't like football. That's the problem. That's why you never really see black girls with guys in the NFL when it comes to the NFL draft. Black girls, look, man, they are not football fans. So they miss the boat. And white girls, they take advantage of that. Look, man, it's not the white girl's fault. Black girls got to step their game up. It's like, bro, do your due diligence. Learn football. White girls know football. They love it. Have you watched movies? White girls love football. When you see these films that are based on football stories, don't you notice you're always seeing white girls starring in the damn movie? Or co-starring? Or have some kind of role in the movie? White girls love football, so white girls are great scouts. Like, white girls are great NFL scouts. So they find these diamonds in the rough before anybody else, which is smart. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like, look, don't be mad at the black players from the NFL. It's like these black girls don't do their due diligence. For example, I'm assuming no black girls knew that Patrick Mahomes was going to be a star in the NFL. A white chick took notice, obviously, right? Obviously, there was no black girls in college that took notice of Russell Wilson. Obviously, a white girl did. See? You see what I'm saying? There was no black girls that took notice of Todd Gurley in college, but a white girl did. That's why she was side by side with him at his draft. You see what I'm saying? Why are these black NFL players constantly marrying these white girls before the NFL draft or after the draft? Because they were there since day one. It's like these black players were basically stocks. And these white girls invested in them because they know sports, they know football. Most likely, Patrick Mahomes' girl probably knew he was going to be a big time star. she probably said, wow, this dude threw for fucking 40-some touchdowns? Holy shit, that's pretty damn good. Let me take this guy seriously. Seriously, man, that's what happened. Dak Prescott. I'm assuming there was no black girls that were checking on him, but I'm sure there were tons of white girls that were checking on him. Zeke Elliott, all these players, man. White girls, they latch on early. Black girls, they don't do that when it comes to players in football. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be mad at the white girls. Look, when you watch the NFL Network, have you noticed you never see black girls on there? Why do we have so many white girl NFL analysts? We have no black NFL girl analysts. You see where I'm going with this now, right? Every time I turn on the NFL Network, I'm always seeing white girls. I'm always seeing white girl anchors. I'm always seeing white girl analysts. The goddamn Cowboys, they got a white girl reporter. They got a white girl sports analyst on their squad, on their team. The majority of NFL teams, they got white girl reporters. So do the math. If a white chick is a sideline reporter for an NFL team, then most likely that means she's a fan of football, right? If we are being logical, that means she knows football. Her ass is a fucking fan of it. Go to ESPN. Who always talks about football on ESPN? It's always white women. Who talks about football on Fox Sports? It's always white women. You see, do the math. Have you seen the show called Undisputed? Have you noticed they always got white girl moderators? they always got a white girl host. They never have a black girl host. It's always a white girl or a girl who ain't black. I'm just saying, white girls are more in tune with football than black women. That's why these white women, they treat these NFL players like gods because they are sports fans. They are football fans. They look up to these black athletes. So they do anything these black athletes want them to do. They do anything these football players want them to do. Because they are starstruck as football fans. Look, these girls are football fans. What I mean is these black college football players who move on to the NFL, they are basically marrying fans. Hardcore fans. Every college football team, when you go on Twitter and you look at the tweets for that game, it's always white women commenting and tweeting about UCLA, USC, Alabama, Oklahoma. It's always white women. It's always the white girl. It's always the white girl fan base, right? It's always the white girl students. Dude, I never see black women college students tweeting about football. I'm always seeing white girl college students with a passion tweeting about football. I never see black women do it. That's why you rarely see black women with players from the NFL in college. You never see it. It's rare now. It's sad, actually. It's rare. Like every I watch the NFL draft, I'm always paying attention. Who is going to be the girl this guy's going to be seen with? 9 out of 10 times, it's always a white girl. Not so much in basketball, though. Basketball is different. Basketball, it's kind of mixed. When it comes to black women, black girls are fans of basketball, though. I'll give them that. Black girls are fans of basketball. So I'm not gonna cut them short on that, because even my own mother knows basketball. She is a casual fan of basketball. She knows some of the basketball stars, but she is not a fan of football. But she's a fan of basketball, though. That goes for tons of black girls. Black girls love basketball. Of course, that. Black women, they love basketball. That's different. Basketball is a black girl sport. Football is a white girl sport. Hence why you see tons of black players in the NFL marrying white women. They love football. Black women, you see mostly black women with guys in the NBA. That's their niche. Black women are casual fans of basketball, but not so much with football. Like, that's what it is. It's like, dude, every sports channel that I watch that talks sports, when it comes to football, the news anchor is always a white woman. Okay? Go to the Big Ten network, the Pac-12 network. If it's a woman talking football, 9 out of 10 times she ain't black. She's going to be white. So why wouldn't she get with a football player if she's a fan of football? Of course, she's going to see value in him because she's a fan of football. She sees him as a god. She sees him as a star because she's a fan of his sport. She is a diehard fan of his sport. She gets him. She gets it. Like, just look, dude, these white girls are probably better scouts than real scouts. That's what I mean. Dude, these white girls, man, they know football, man. They really do. There's a reason why the NFL has a white girl referee now. You see what I'm saying? They got a white girl referee now. White girls love football. So don't be mad at players from the NFL if you see them with white women before they get drafted. It's like, you gotta do the math. White girls love football. It's not about oh, this black player from the NFL, he hates black girls. No, it's not about that. It's just those were his options. Black girls didn't really check for him. But white girls are more aggressive than black chicks when it comes to pro athletes, when it comes to college athletes in general. Non-black women are just more aggressive. They are more assertive. They know what they want. And when they see that you got potential and they know about your sport, which is football, they are going to hang on to your ass until long as possible. That's what I'm saying. So it has nothing to do with, oh, this black guy sold out. Oh, he's rich now, so now he wants to get with a white girl. No, man, it's like those were his options. Black girls were not checking for that dude. Don't be mad at him. Be mad at the black woman for not doing their due diligence. Learn football. Learn that this guy was gonna make millions of fucking dollars. How come you ain't learned that? You see, black women don't get football. So that's why you never see players from the NFL with black girls at these drafts. Because they don't get football. They don't understand it. White girls do, though. White girls see you as a fucking lottery because they're fans of football. Like I said, man, every sports show has a white girl anchor. And she's always passionate about football. What's her name? That one girl from Undisputed, Miss Taft, Jenny Taft. She's a hardcore fan of football, man. She's a white girl. Tons of white girls on these sports shows are fans of football, but you never see it with the black women. You never see it. It's rare, man. I watch a lot of sports networks. I'm always seeing white girls talk about football. So don't be surprised when they get with a fucking football player. Don't be surprised. I watch the Raiders post-show network, right? The Raiders, they have their own TV show. Before every game, right? Their host is a white girl. A sexy look. She's a hot ass white girl too, but she's a hot, sexy ass white girl, man. And her two hosts, two co-hosts are former black players from the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, those are your options, man, when you are a football player. It's mostly white women. White women love football. Do your homework.